Okay everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Mike Newton down here at Penrith Golf Hub, and it's lesson video for you today, and I've got a cracking little drill to help you cure what I would say are three most common faults that I would see golfers make during their downswing. So if you would like to clear a little bit more through that impact, create a little bit of lag, but also stay in that posture without that early extension, then keep watching this video. Okay, so three of the most common faults that typically would find, or golfers struggle to make these sort of movements through the downswing, through that business end of the golf swing, through that impact. You know, we see things like the hips sort of stall, so they don't clear, they stall, the arms pass. That creates or helps to encourage like a scoop in, fat shots, thin shots, indifference of strikes, struggle of control of club face. We've then got things like, which are linked to that, is like lag, isn't it? We're talking about holding those angles there. You know, a lot of golfers will throw that right hand in, for that right-handed golfer, throw that club head in too early. And then the other aspect as well is that early extension, isn't it? As we start that downswing, we see golfers sort of push in with the hips and they stand up through that golf shot, through that impact area. So this particular drill I'm going to give you is an absolute cracker. I think it just provides the really good feels, and that's what it's about, isn't it? When you're making a swing change, you need to have the right feels there, and this is what this particular drill will help you do. So all I want you to do is just grab a sort of 7-iron, something like that, and we're just going to position it on the body like so. Okay, so just going to rest the grip on that left, sort of just on that bicep in a way, and get the club at like a parallel position in relation to that floor. So you've got the club head on your trail side, so you can imagine that club head's now going to come into that impact position. And I want you to get it in a position that when you get into your golf posture position there, you've got the club head just slightly tilted so it's matching your spine angle. So if I stand this way to you here, into that position, so obviously I don't want the club head like that because I want to get you a little bit of reference of where this club face is. In that position there, and we're going to get that leading edge roughly at the same angle as your spine. Okay, so that's what we would call as, or class as, a more neutral club face position. And then the movement we're going to make now encourages, well, the only way for you to get that club head to that impact position is to start to open these hips up, start to clear these hips, start getting this left hip traveling sort of backwards and behind you through that impact area. So if I was to do that in this position here now, so I'm going to try and move that club head to impact position, so where the club head gets to the golf ball as I'm looking down, without moving my hips. I can't do it. I just cannot. I can get it so far, but I can't get it to that impact position. So the only way I can do that is to start to work this middle section. That's what I really want you to focus on, is that middle section starts to turn to get that club head now there, and I can see the club face now is square to my target, so it's got that rotation. Now clearly I'm not rotating the club, I'm not getting hold of that club and rotating the club face. So again, thinking about as golfers throw it in, club face is all over the place sometimes, very active with the hands, and again it's control of club face or lack of control of that club face. So when I've got it locked into that position, I can't move or twist that club head without doing something really obvious. Okay, so the only way I can get that to rotate through and match get it square to my targeted impact is going to be through body, like so. So you can see how I'm having to clear the body. So ultimately I'm getting the body to lead more in this downswing. So that then ties into what we call like lag, and it's a great word, isn't it, lag? I think we all search for that. How do we create that lag? We see the golfers on tour hold these angles for as long as possible and really get that ball turf sort of striking at the bottom. And again, this very much links in. If we can get that body to sort of lead a little bit more and less of that arms working too fast or too early on that downswing, let that stay back, let that body rotate, and it's that's going to help you to hold angles, which again is going to be into that lag. Then moving that on to that early extension, it's a killer for so many golfers we sort of see coming into the studio. So again, we're matching that, and obviously now we're going to try and get the shaft angle. As we rotate, we're going to get this right shoulder feeling like it's coming sort of down and under the ball. So we don't want, if we early extend, you'll see how the chest lifts, this right shoulder comes up and out, and obviously you stand up out of your posture through that impact position. So if we can sort of get into there, rotate, get the feel of that right shoulder coming more under, you can see how my backside stays out as I'm clearing that left hip, and that keeps me in my posture position. Okay, so you can see your angles that you're setting in your address position. Okay, we're just going to try and turn, hold that angle. It's a great feel. So you can see how the shaft of the club now is probably how it would sort of match as if you're into that impact position like so. So again, doing it from this angle, get that in that right position, club facing that slightly, what looks a little bit close, doesn't it, at that point, but it's matching your spine angle, so we know that's square. Turn into that impact position there, put that down there, you can see there's your ideal impact position into that golf ball. Okay, fantastic little drill, great wooden feels. You know, maybe take that to the range, do that a few times, get those sensations, then drop a ball in and try and replicate that in an actual swing itself. So let's try and create some club face control. Let's try and open those hips up. Let's try and create a little bit of lag from there and then stay in our posture through that impact position. Very key ingredients of really getting that ball crunched through that impact position. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you have, post your comments down below, let you know your thoughts. Do you struggle at any of those aspects we've sort of talked about? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Give that a drill a go. And if you have, come back to me, post your comments, let me know how you've got on with that. Is it giving you that right feel? Something you can do at home, can't you? You can probably just, as you're watching this video, get a club in your hands there and just make those sort of movements. Maybe do it in front of a mirror, see that reflection, see those positions that we've just sort of talked about, link that to a feel that you've just generated as you stood in that position. Very, very powerful. Okay, appreciate you watching as always. Share the video around. If you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button, ring that bell while you're in there, and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.